Okay guys, we're back. We're gonna do another initial review. This one will be done just like all, and we will go into detail what we do and don't like about the product as of the beginning of it, and then we will also do in a year's time the durability and how it performs in a year. So our new review is we bought a new primer gun. We did some research, and we went for the Husky HLVP composite spray gun gravity feed. Okay, so part number is right here, 762096. 3-year limited warranty. Sprays oil-based paint, stains, varnishes. It says no latex. I don't know why that is. Maybe I don't know, because maybe you just use an airless for latex, because that'd be more like a house paint. So what we got here is we have a gravity feed spray gun. It comes with a 20-ounce cup, stainless steel needles, precision spray cap for perfect pattern, smooth, comfortable trigger pull with low weight composite handle. It says you need a 27-gallon or better compressor running at 4.5 CFM at 90 psi. To operate the gun, even though it probably only runs at like 30 psi. You will also need the 1/4-inch female adapter and the 1/4-inch up to 50 feet of hose. I actually run about 100 feet of hose, but you know, maybe I should be running only 50 feet. I don't know. Anyhow, anyway. So that's what it states. Let's see, that's probably a better look for the, so you can actually see everything in very clear clarity. Okay, and then on the back here, we will go into what it states here, and it has right here operating pressure 40 psi, 2.75 bar, 4.3 SCFM, spray patterns, and then here, let's see if we can zoom in this way. Spray patterns, 1.2 inch to 9.2 inch. Tip size is 1.4 millimeter and 2.2 millimeter. It comes with both and an extra needle and everything you need for the 2.2. It's previously set up with the 1.4. We're going to be putting the 2.2 on because we're using this as a primer gun. Tool weight is only 1.17 pounds. Now, what we'll go into is, we'll put this down. We have all our garbage in there. We already opened it up because we also went to the Harbor Freight to get a PPS adapter for the Harbor Freight PPS system. And that part number is right here. It is 57505, and then we will go from there and show you the extra needle. This is the extra needle setup. You got the air cap, you have the needle, and you know, the tip for it, the fluid tip, and you know, it all looks really well made. The air caps and everything look really well made. We'll go into that. What I did not, well, we'll go into what we didn't like. Anyway, so you get that, you get this fancy little wrench here. You get, I'm not exactly sure why they give you this, but it's a little tool. And maybe for removing something interior on the inside. Looks like you hook a wrench here and it goes inside and unturns something with that internal, looks like a socket type deal. I think it fits somewhere on this wrench and you turn it with that. And then they give you this little, seems to be a some type of a cleaning brush. And so now we'll go into the cup, which we're not probably ever going to use, you know, unless we're just using it to clean out the gun with some chemicals so we don't waste or throw away PPS cups. I like to typically use these to put gun cleaner or acetone or whatever you're going to use to clean out your guns. I'm not exactly sure what everybody likes to use, but you know, lacquer thinner, whatever it is. This is the sticker on there, and I'm not too impressed by this, honestly, because this black thing here is supposed to be like a seal for the thing. This seal straight on, but there's no gasket sealer in it. I mean, it seems all right, but also the wrench doesn't fit this hex head of the part to tighten it down if you want. I don't understand why, because then what's the purpose of making this a hex? I don't understand, because once this is so tight to the gun, there's really almost no room to get a opening in there if you needed to, and their little flat wrench there doesn't even fit this at all. So we've tried every one of them. That's one thing I didn't like, is that the wrench doesn't have every size you need for the tool. That's a downfall for that. Now, the other thing I wasn't expecting, which I should have known because it said composite, is that the gun body here, as you can see, we'll show you the gun, this is a plastic composite, like almost like a butt stock to a composite rifle gun stock. So this is completely made of plastic, has metal parts in it. I did like, the reason I bought it this way is the metal version of the Huskies. You could get 2 guns for the price of this one, but they were set up with 1.3 or 1.4 tips and needles, and did not have the option to switch over to a bigger tip and needle, being the 2.2 or the 1.8. And then these back deals here, these turn knobs were made out of plastic on those ones, where these are like some type of aluminum. And then, as I said, we bought the PPS adapter, so we don't have to worry about that, because what we're trying to do is get all our guns to where we can turn them upside down, bleed out the system, and spray upside down for certain applications on, you know, like your kick panels and whatever, you know, under your fenders. And it's got a nice size trigger. Kind of seems almost oversized a little, but it is comfortable. The trigger pull is really smooth. They don't have the plastic piece in here for it, so, you know, there's some downfalls. They give you a pressure regulator, which is great for if you're spraying cars. The other thing I did like about it, aside of everything, the 2 things I didn't really expect, which was I should pay more attention about the composite, the plastic body. But I do like this. So when you look at this air cap, as you can see, the air horns are actually really nice. It's built really well. And if you look in there, majority of them have only 3 small holes here next to the where the needle, the fluid tip is. Now this one has 4 on each side instead of just 3. Oh, my hand is making it out of focus. And I feel that you know, that accounts for something, because they're advertising that you're going to get perfect atomization and a perfect spray pattern. And, you know, Home Depot isn't selling these because they probably feel you're painting cars. A lot of guys will use these to paint cabinets. They will spray stain for wood work. They will use these to clear coat cabinets to give it that nice shell or whatnot. Or they may be doing wrought iron fencing or painting bathtubs with epoxy bathtub paint and stuff as such. So you gotta understand, when they say it gives you a perfect spray pattern or a good spray pattern, they're meaning for construction work, I believe, mostly. I'm not assuming that they're selling their guns inside a hardware store for automotive purposes more than construction purposes. But with that being said, Home Depot does sell a lot of automotive stuff. I buy a lot of the Husky wrenches because I am not a believer in wasting money on Snap-on and Mac when I can just replace a wrench for $6. When it breaks, I could care less about a lifetime warranty and waiting to get a wrench when the truck comes around, whenever it does. I would rather just go to the store and get one. Not really too worried about all that. I didn't put no tape on this yet. I just kind of stuck it together to make the video for you guys. But we did go down. We found out that Harbor Freight only sells one female adapted PPS adapter, and I believe that's for any gun that you see has the male end sticking up. This should fit all of them. It says 3M, some of the series, and then probably anything like this, it fit just fine, threaded on. It fits nice, you know, and the wrench that they gave us didn't fit the adapter either, so we will have to probably use our wrench from our Black Widow gun we bought the other day. But we just went with a little bit cheaper of a gun, but we didn't want to go super cheap, and I didn't go back to the Harbor Freight for this one because I used my credit like I always do typically. The only reason we bought the Black Widow and didn't buy something from Home Depot or otherwise for a base and clear gun is because that is super important. So we went with a little higher end gun, being the Black Widow. We decided to pay the $230 tab, the price before it's on sale, because it's on sale right now for $199, and we bought it to have better finish coats. Now this isn't for finish coats. I'm not going to be using the 1.4. I'm going to be using the 2.2 and spraying, you know, my primers with it. And the only reason we bought it is because my other primer gun is a siphon feed call bolt gun from the Lowe's, and siphon feed, you're not going to be able to turn it upside down and spray underneath the car, so it would make it very difficult. Now with this setup like this, I'll be able to do the whole bleed off the system and then start spraying under the car easier, and that's why we went and bought it. So that's our initial review of this. We will be back with you guys. We recently received all our parts for our paint booth. We will go over that. I made a video prematurely that I didn't upload. I just deleted it because I thought they had sent the whole carport, but they only sent part of it, so I didn't want to do that to you guys. So I wanted to wait till the other piece came. Then it came the next day, lo and behold. We will do a video on that shortly. I've just been dealing with some health issues, so I'm currently laid up, barely getting hardly even my yard work done. But we ran off and grabbed this today because we want to make sure we're going to spray cars and get that primer down nice. You know, with the understanding we're going to be blocking it and sanding it, and it's going to get, you know, worked over, so we're not too worried how it goes down as long as it goes down decent. And then we will be able to hit it with the Black Widow and make sure the final finish coats, being base and clear, go on super nice, and there shouldn't be any issues. So that's the deal. You know, we gave you some part numbers, that way you know which adapter to buy for this particular setup if you use the Spectrum PPS system or universal paint system as it's called. And you know, this is the deal, guys. We're going to use this cheapo $94 gun, and basically prime some more with it and do some you know, good stuff. The 1.4 we may re-put in if we ever need to use a 1.4 tip, but I don't think we ever will, unless we're spraying some oddball paints with some heavy metallic in it, or, you know, things like that. We still might be able to just use the 2.2. Not exactly sure. We'll be looking into that, seeing what is, you know, recommended as far as for the heavier metallic flakes. And you know, honestly, it's lightweight, even though it's plastic. I think that'll clean up decent. You're not going to get any metal like issues you would with metal. And you know, I'm just hoping that it holds up well, because where I live, it can get up to 110 to 116 degrees, and I really hope leaving this in the shop it won't warp and like go down the hill on us. But we will only know in time. That's why we're going to do a year's review on our products, showing how they've held up. It feels well built, feels lightweight. You know, the Black Widow's probably a little bit lighter, honestly, but it's got a good pull. You know, you got a little play at first, so you know, it's kind of, yeah, you got a little play there. So, you know, you may need to adjust this in a little bit more than full open, because there is a slight bit of play in the gun before it triggers the air. Your air adjustment's down low where my pinky is, and then you got your volume of fluid and then your fan. And that's how it works, guys. There you go. Have a good afternoon, and enjoy your evening. Like we always say, peace and prosperity. Always trying to uplift our people and down with the haters. If you're on the channel, don't comment. I don't really give a crap. I won't entertain it, and I will just kick you off the channel. delete your messages, and not deal with you. That's how we work. We don't support people who like to hate on people. You're not welcome here. I don't welcome it. I'm not trying to be famous. I don't need your opinion and don't need your views, because I don't do this to make money. I do this for people to learn from and to save money and get a fair job done for a fair price. We also, at the same time, picked up another refill kit because we used a bunch of our cups and stuff doing a bunch of samples, so we had to get another refill kit for our project coming up. Plus, we may need to spray some more samples for the gentleman. All right, you guys have a good day. Bye.